mess around with these secondaries makes him very hard to seed, and he was the 19th seed at this event, and here he is in winner side of top 8.
Now, these two characters, very popular in this MDVA meta.
Yes.
Like, I pretty sure these are like the top 3 most used characters, like in general.
Yeah.
In this region.
Rews right now making a case that he's playing the stronger character, getting off to a very big start with this percent lead, finds that dash attack. There's a laser, and is that, yeah, that's already going to be a Gimp. Only 10% on Rews. Great start from the Charlottesville native here.
Yeah, but if it's anything like these ever sets we've been watching all day, like, Generic's probably going to answer back very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Generic was down 2-0 against King Robo in that set that they played, and he was still able to bring that back.
Or you know what?
Oh, one of these forward airs. Maybe could have gone for the back air.
Yeah, I was expecting a down air or a back air, and I thought he almost had it there again.
And another thing we got to look out for, Rews loves to go for those F smashes. He loves to try and catch people neutral get-upping. That's how he won his set against Moon Lady.
Here's the thing, though. Like, people often talk about how Rews is probably one of the more slower-paced Wolves. He's going in right now.
Yeah, I mean, against a character like Young Link, if you let Young Link slow the pace of the game down too much, you're going to have a lot of projectiles going this way. And I feel like we haven't seen very many projectiles at all. Rews has just been in his face, stuffing him out with that down smash.
And I don't know if you noticed there, but the first time Generic got hit by Venair, he just teched in place, and Rews wasn't able to punish it. And that time, Rews was able to get the down smash, and that's why he got that really early stock there. And even though Generic got the stock, this is a really hard deficit to come back from, because Wolf is definitely, with a lead, Wolf is difficult to make a comeback on.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Rews make comebacks before. Or no, I mean, we've seen Generic make comebacks before. He was down in a couple of those games that he won. You know, why is he going for that?
Much easier to make a comeback when your opponent throws a stock away for you.
Yeah, at like 0%. That was completely unnecessary. Oh, but that back air is going to clean it up. Rews takes the first game.
I think that was Rews' first back air.
Yeah, I mean, the first one he hit at least.
Because he never went for fair bear, and just in general went for more fair nair. That might have been his first back air.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that's an interesting idea when you get to these like higher level matches, when you get later in bracket, right? Like, not necessarily throwing out all your most obvious stuff early and just kind of saving it. Like, if he had just been trying to space with back air that whole game, Generic would have been early, or would have been ready for it in that situation.
No, that's fair. Like, and no other aerial in that situation would have killed you.
No.
Back air, sweet spot at like, definitely, like, you're gone.
Yeah, so if you're just not thinking about it, I mean, Wolf back air can come out of nowhere. It's a pretty slow move, but with how quickly Wolf is able to move vertically, like, sometimes you can just find yourself at the wrong end of a back air, as Generic did there.
And interesting counter pick. We're going to go small battlefield. I'm not the most versed in Young Link stages, so I'm not too sure why, but
I'm surprised because I feel like theoretically you would want more space. I mean, Rews was in his face the entire time. You know, Generic just wasn't really able to box successfully very much at all. So
I thought he SD'd right there, and okay. Let's throw it out again.
That up B has no end lag.
You have to be, like, really good about punishing it, because like, you can, it's just that, like, there's a really specific timing.
Oh, an interesting aspect about this matchup is that Generic actually does have the set record. He's up 4-2 against Rews. However, right now, Rews, you know, he's shown he did win their last set. So, yeah, that back air is going to seal it out. We know that he can do it, and he's doing it pretty successfully right now.
No, I think matchup-wise, on paper, Wolf does do well versus Young Link. Like, you do overwhelm the character pretty nicely, and ledge trapping is always like the crap, how do I get off?
Because Young Link has incredible frame data. His moves come out so fast and they're so late. They don't have the most range in the world. So Wolf having that extra hitbox factor definitely helps him out against Young Link, because you can space out those fast aerials. Oh, here in the corner.
Gonna just dash attack.
Finds a dash attack.
Yeah, right now they're playing the jump war of, I don't really want to throw out something super risky, but I still want to hit you.
Yep, finds a back throw.
Wow.
Not the greatest DI, I don't think. Rews definitely could have survived that if he was holding in the right direction. Alas, he was not. Still finds himself with a pretty big percent lead, but something that Generic is going to try and make back up.
A little bit unfortunate for Generic there that Rews just immediately teched, because if he didn't, he might have been able to, like, extend that a bit further.
Yeah. He's showing his hand a lot on these F smashes at ledge. Like, he's saying, I'm going to try and time your neutral getup. But I feel like Generic hasn't really, like, he was doing neutral getup early on, not as much anymore.
Yeah. The thing is, though, you're not in the worst spot as Generic. Like, okay, never mind.
Getting up smashed by Wolf is about the worst spot you can be when you're at a percentage like that.
I was going to say, if you don't get hit by, like, all the early Wolf strings, like, Wolf can sort of struggle at getting that kill if you don't let him, like, back air you or, like, let
he can start to get a little predictable at the hypersets. But Rews playing pretty unpredictable. I mean, he's found a lot of ways in, even there with that air dodge to grab the bomb out of the air.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with Young Link right now.
Ooh, finds a dash attack. And yeah, Generic not quite able to convert that into a kill. The up tilt not going to take it quite yet.
That's one thing about Generic Young Link specifically. Of all the Young Links in the region, he is the most downer heavy. I've seen him finish stocks with downer the most, and he was definitely looking for it there, but unfortunately just didn't have it come out.
Okay,
in time.
this time he DIs the back throw correctly. But that forward air is going to take it. But Generic's got one more chance. You really do not want to go down 2-0 because sometimes, as we saw in that last set with Luca and Dark, even if you do start adapting to the matchup, it can be too little too late. Oh, grabbing the wrong direction gives Rews an opening.
Don't get back here. Okay. Some there right there.
Yeah, and the reflector, really another pretty nice option to have if you're Wolf here.
And this is a bit scary for Generic a bit, just because
Oh, can you get a punish? No. He was trying to get a roll in the other direction.
That's the one thing about Spaceys. They kind of fall out of Young Link's combos like somewhat consistently. So like as you saw right there with that back air, Rews just able to fall out immediately and just punish Generic for it.
Yeah, no way to fall out of the combo if it's not a combo, if it's just a back air in your face. Rews going up 2-0 in this set, poised to make winners finals and to take on Luca.
So I'm curious. I'm not sure if Generic... Okay. Gonna stick with the Young Link. Not gonna mess around with any other characters.
Yeah, that second game definitely looks better than the first. It feels like he is starting to catch on a little bit, but definitely still has work to do. Rews looking very confident right now.
It seems like Generic is trying to slow down the pace to like fit his game. It's just that Rews has been finding his hits a bit better.
Yeah, and if you're trying to slow the pace down, is Small Battlefield really the stage to be doing it on? That's my question. He's pretty successful right now, although, yeah, Rews catches him trying to step back.
Maybe Rews might be striking like cows in town, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. And you don't think Young Link would want to have FD here?
Yeah. I think Wolf likes FD better than Young
That's
Link.
fair. Ooh, almost getting that kill confirmed. Not quite getting it. That up smash.
Wow.
Oh, Rews just runs right into it.
Did he input dash attack like not quick enough, or was that just like
I'm not sure.
Unfortunate?
Seemed like he just kind of ran forward.
Because I thought he was going to dash attack and hit Young Link before that up smash swang. But
Me too.
Like, oh well.
Ooh, Generic's starting to get a little bit more in terms of these conversions.
Like
Big trade by Rews.
This is his first stock lead in this set, so he's definitely figuring something out.
Yeah, this is the first time Generic has been in the driver's seat at all. Finds that down tilt to up air. If he is able to make this reverse 3-0, it would not be the first that he's gotten in this bracket. Got one against King Robo earlier.
And Generic's, he's been having really good success in like catching all these landings like Rews is doing.
Yes.
Even when Rews is like trying to disengage, Generic's been following him and just keeping up this pressure.
Absolutely. Yeah, right now, holding onto the corner, finds that dash attack. Rews looking a little out of sorts this game, shaking his head. I mean, has Generic cracked the code?
The thing is, you at least have one like cushion game for, like in this set.
This is the one where like if you drop this one, okay. If you drop the next one is when you start to get scared.
Okay.
And Generic able to make his way back with that bomb recovery.
That's very unfortunate for Rews, especially if he wants to make this comeback. Because, okay, I thought Generic was going to go for... You've probably seen the clip before.
Yes.
But
there's that side B. Such a fast option can catch people unaware if they're not ready to react to it. But that spot dodge. Oh.
Can't punish my landing if I just immediately throw something out again.
Here we go. There's... Generic is getting a lot of damage right now, but Rews with a well-timed get-up attack, giving him one more chance. Trying to catch a jump. But Generic not going to give it to him.
That back air, unfortunately for Rews, not going to come out in time to get him the hit he wanted.
Yeah, just a slight input error. You can see those little mistakes have so much cost, especially against a character like Young Link.
Really good just swinging once by Generic. He knew he wasn't going to get the hit, so just back off immediately.
Ooh. Rews has gone for a lot of these F smashes. They have not worked out. Generic has been able to get the shield out in time.
I'm surprised that Nair didn't hit him there.
Me too. And that down air, Generic's just going to throw it out.
That looked like it caught him like right above him.
Yeah. And he finds a 2-stock. I mean, he was up 3 stocks to 1 at the beginning. Rews started making something happen, but gonna fall prey to that. sort of randomly thrown out down air, but a good call on the fact that Rews was going to jump there. And Generic is starting to claw his way back from this deficit.
But now we get the classic tale of where do we go?
Yeah, what kind of stage is Rews going to take him to?
Because if I'm Generic, I don't even think if Generic like hates particular stages. He probably doesn't like FD just because like was it Wolf probably does a better job of just landing there. However, okay, this is what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those stages that really benefits whoever is able to get into advantage because you're able to hang out under that platform. If you can keep center stage, you can get a lot of success here.
Yeah, and the extensions you get on that platform are really nice too.
Yes. Wolf, a character who's especially good at holding that center. Oh, forward is right into this grab from Generic.
Yeah. Yeah, both these characters are really solid at just like whenever they get their lead, they can keep their like wall.
Oh. Yeah, right now, yeah, see, but in those situations, Rews overextends. He goes out from under his spot of safety, and he crosses up Generic and ends up on the other side. And now Generic is having a lot of success keeping him at the corner here.
Yeah, so that was really unfortunate. Rews knew that Generic was going to throw that bomb, but the way the reflector like hit it back, it just barely missed Young Link.
Yeah. Ooh, almost got bomb forward air there.
I don't think he has a jump, but just going to grab the ledge immediately.
Yeah. That down tilt up air is going to take it.
Young Link down tilt is such a good move.
I know, right? It's so fast. It's so safe.
And it just combos forever.
Let's jump Nair into another Nair. That's going to be a stock.
You know what else is a really good move? Wolf Nair.
Oh, yeah. So fast, so big. Just beats everything.
Yep. Small little string, but both of them just throwing their own projectile and hitting each other with it.
Yeah. Ooh, Rews going out from under with these forward airs. They have such a big arc.
What he was looking for with that down smash there. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but
yeah. Oh, felt like Generic had a call on the roll in, but just slightly misspaced. And slightly misspaced is the theme of a lot of the interactions we've been seeing. I mean, we saw Generic do that up B, and Rews tried to go over and down air it, and he just missed, and he got up B'd.
That was a scary mistech, but Rews wasn't ready for it.
Ooh. Rews finding his way up. Now, if you're Rews, you can't do stuff unsafe. You got to space.
Both of them don't want.
Oh, finds the roll in with the down air, or down smash, rather.
Both of them were like just looking for these safe hits that lead into anything, and it's just.
There we go. Funny. We're going to last stock. Speaking of safe hits, that Nair, a very safe move. Ooh, falls right into this up B, starting to get a little bit more of a conversion.
I thought he was going to up B right there again, but Rews just going to take his hits right here.
Yeah, Rews getting a little bit of damage. Just not quite the true punish. Seemed like he could have just gotten a grab there if he wanted to, but tried to go for a little bit more.
Fortunately for Rews there, he was able to tech on the platform and just get away from the scenario.
Yeah, these Nairs on Generic's shield are something that Generic has definitely been adapting to. Oh, there's the forward air. You know he's looking for the back air when you're in that situation.
We haven't seen any, like, big strings from Rews yet, so...
Not really. He's been mostly getting his hits tick for tack. Like, he's just kind of slowly building that percent on Generic, and it's been working very well for it. Credit to him. Oh, but he gets up B the other way. He's fine.
You almost
up smash missed, and you get up aired.
But that's not going to take the stock.
He lived.
I thought he was going to catch him right there again.
And now, the forward tilt is actually going to be it. Rews takes the set 3-1, going on to winners finals to face Luca.
That was crazy. That was a lot of I barely missed right here. That was so... Oh, my God. That was a good set.
And these are the situations we get into when we're at these high-stakes situations in top 8 at a tournament this important. Every last Arcadian, the player who's won it, has ended up on PR pretty soon after, I believe. So historically, the stakes are pretty big.
Yeah.
If you want to make the ranking here in this region, winning the Arcadian is a pretty good way to start your campaign. So
that's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Wolf F-tilt beat Young Link forward air.
That was wild. Yeah. It's like, who's really the sword character, you know?
Like, I thought they would at least, like, trade with, like, the first hits, but no, Wolf F-tilt just completely won.
Completely, yeah.
That's crazy.
So really interesting. That's going to set our winners finals matchup, which is going to be not one that anyone would have expected, I don't think. I mean, Luca coming out from the 13th seed, making it to winners finals. I don't remember exactly where Rews was seated, but it was not in the top 8.
This is a really interesting winners finals. I'm not gonna lie, because Rews has Baron practice.